Hello, I'm Mark Scherer. I'm the CEO and founder of Encompassing Life and the host of the Wellness Revolution podcast. And today on the Wellness Revolution, we have Paul Selly, and he is the CEO and founder of MammoLink, and he is making life way, way, way easier to get early detection in breast cancer. And really, one of the things I've just been speaking with Paul about is he has a high level of integrity, and he is a tell it like it is, straight shooter guy, and really, really loves what he does and really loves his people. So,
Yeah,
Paul,
you're
welcome
pretty
to the
good.
show.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Polselli.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. Thank
excuse me,
you. Yeah.
Ryan. Excuse me.
I know we were just talking about the Paul Selly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's me. Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. So, can you share a little bit about yourself and the passion that had you get into this?
Yeah, so I'm a breast imager, a radiologist, so a physician by training. Been doing it for quite some time. Graduated med school in 2006. Went into the one field that I said I would never do when I started medicine, which is breast imaging, because I enjoyed it so much. It was the one thing where I never looked at the clock. But over the last 10 years in practice, a little 10 plus, really seen some deficiencies in terms of how we can actually meet the needs of patients. So, in my opinion, we're very good at diagnosing the cancer and all the technology. I mean, we're the best of the best, in the world here in this nation in doing that. Where we sometimes are not so good is in actually making it applicable and relative to patients' lives. And so, patients are busy. They don't always have the opportunity to get screened. The process we have in place prevents them many times from getting it. So we're just trying to cut through all of the crap, so to speak, make it real easy for patients to get screened and maintain health for themselves. Put it into their hands, be transparent, that type of thing. We have, right now the way that we're doing this is we're using mobile medical clinics. So we have five mobile clinics that have mammogram machines, ultrasounds. We go around the state of Florida, and different organizations, whether it be, companies such as Walmart, Amazon, school districts, all across the state of Florida, and, local communities. If somebody wants a neighborhood and they all get together and find it's easier for their residents, that type of thing. Yeah, so that's basically what we do.
So, when you go to Walmart, you're working with the Walmart employees, not the Walmart public, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So Walmart Health, for a while, it was big, and they just kind of closed up shop there. Did a whole 180-degree turnabout because they had invested heavily in the Walmart Health, and so we were participating with them to screen the general public through Walmart Health in the Walmart stores, which has turned into more screening the Walmart employees now because they've discontinued that portion of their business. But yeah, the Walmart has always been intriguing because everybody goes to Walmart. What better place to have a mammogram facility than in Walmart? But there's some barriers to that. I get it, but who knows? Maybe one day. Oops, just hold on a second. I just lost sound.
I gotcha. And
Okay, good.
how long have you had this business?
We're in our third year now, so just a little over 2 years. We're growing exponentially. Essentially, we started with one bus, just a little over 2 years ago now, and we're up to five, and we just keep growing. The goal is eventually nationwide. I mean, we have a couple of prospects with nationwide contracts and some things like that. So, right now we're focused in the state, making sure we're strong here, get the systems in place, and then hopefully expand.
So, are y'all funding everything yourself, or y'all going for outside investors as well?
Right now, ourselves, we finance some of the stuff through the local bank. Hancock Whitney is a partner of ours. We've done some, co-branding with them because they actually were very helpful in getting us launched. And I'm I think that's a great testament to bank culture, because we had no proven track record or anything like that. But and they believed in the mission, and so they've loaned us money for some of the banks. We've done some financing, but everything for the most part is otherwise is just us.
Wow.
That strategy may change, obviously. When we need to scale, it's impossible to do beyond that level. But for now, yeah, it's all been bootstraps.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
And
thank
and
you.
you said you just turned 50 as well,
I
correct?
did. Yeah, yeah, unfortunately.
So yeah, you look great, dude. Still got hair and everything. So you started this at 47.
Yes.
And
Yep.
that's a pretty big jump to make at that age as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm lucky. I'm lucky my wife didn't say no. I think because it was some of it was a retirement money. I mean, our first bus was, take $600,000 out of the retirement account and start it up. And so I think, yeah, there were some nerves there, but I've always I started everything in like life late. So but it's working out. So lucky.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so what role does your wife play here?
So she's really I joke she's kind of the brains that runs everything in the background. I'm kind of the idea guy, like this is what I see, and can we do this, and then she she'll tell me when I'm wrong, or okay, yeah, I think we could do it, and try to find the solutions. But she's very technically oriented. Will it work? Can you put it all together? And I'm always the guy dreaming up the ideas, and wake up in the morning and say, hey, how about this? And some days I'll get a shrug like, not this week.
Mm,
And then other days it's like, hey, that's a really good idea. Yeah, we could do that. And so yeah, I started this, and I feel like I was going to do this all myself, and this was going to kind of be my accomplishment, but I no longer deserve to take all the credit. So
gotcha.
yeah,
So
couldn't have done it without her.
you're like chief vision officer,
Yeah,
and
that's it. That's it.
yeah, and she's operations more.
Yeah, she's COO.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. She makes it happen.
And you got the smile on your face like a man who's well supported.
I do. I do. I mean, I cannot complain. Very lucky. I know I've been through enough bad things that when something good comes along, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have two young kids.
I do. Yeah. Yeah, Neil and Nolan. Neil's 6, Nolan's 1.5. Fantastic boys. Another very, very lucky. I mean, these kids, Neil's the Neil's Mr. Sociable. Everybody in the neighborhood knows Neil. They don't know me, but they'll know Neil. So
Awesome.
yeah,
And for
good
your wife
kids.
to run be COO and
Yeah.
CEO of your household, I guess.
I don't know how she does it. I mean, I think that's a woman thing, to have that corpus callosum nice and thick, and all that stuff can go back and forth. I would lose it. I wouldn't be able to do it, no question. But yeah, she balances it all out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell who's your ideal client?
Somebody that wants really just wants to do good first, to actually, that looks at this like, hey, I have a population that needs to be screened, and I really want to help these women. It doesn't matter if they're from a corporation, from a school district. That's the ideal person to work with, and most of the people that we work with are just like that. We do service a lot of corporations, we school districts, and then medical practices too, which has become really important because people are having difficulty getting access. So it's not uncommon for us to encounter the scenario where we have a large medical practice and they've written so many scripts for the patients to go be screened, and they just can't get them screened.
Can I get
And
in?
so
Yeah.
we go in there, we'll pull up the bus, they have them all there that day, everybody gets screened. And a big secondary benefit for them is the government HEDIS measures, which measure, how well are you taking care of your population in terms of
Yeah.
reimbursement and stuff like that. So it's a nice solution for them.
About how long does it take to schedule to get
Yeah,
someone?
yeah. Well, that's the other thing. So we're making it extremely easy. So no script. You don't even have to have a doctor. We're going to
Okay.
take care of you. So all you have to do is just click on the button on the website, find the place you want to get screened, hit it. 10-minute appointment. They're very efficient. We have phenomenal staff, great techs. And then the cool thing is I read their mammogram that same day. And so usually, by the time they're driving home or later that day, the text message comes with the results on the phone. And they
Wow.
love that, with the images too. So they get to see everything. If they have questions, they can email me or something like that. So yeah, it's been well received. We're
Oh
very happy
man,
about
your
that.
service level is amazing, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
What are you gonna do when you go nationwide? You're gonna have to clone yourself.
you know what? Yeah, I know. Or just extend it through technology. So we're developing an app right now. So the goal is we have a company working on it. It's about 8 to 10 more months before we're going to be able to deliver it. But you can actually tap the app, Face ID, all your medical history, all your images, your reports, everything will be there. And it'll stay with you for the rest of your life. So another problem that we're having is patients go to get a mammogram and they're like, I forgot where it was 2 years ago. You got to start all over, all unnecessary cost, expenses, time, all that. So this will be the solution that women will be able to say, I got it here forever. As long as they have the app, which I'll have access to, it'll be there for them.
Amazing, Ryan. Amazing, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Really cool. So,
Thank you.
so you're developing all the technology as well?
Yeah, I mean, we have a team, we have a good company developing it for us, but so we kind of tell them, here's what we need to have happen, and they say, okay, well, here are the limitations, and here's so it's a back and forth process. I'm not a coder or a developer by any stretch, but
Well, here's what I
we
need.
give them the blueprint, and they're putting it all together, and then prepping it for the future. So
yeah. So when you start getting proprietary technology like what you're building, oh my gosh, that way increases your valuation.
correct.
Way
Yeah.
increases your effectiveness.
You're right. And we're thinking downstream too, because the next step is data. Everybody wants data, especially with the AI companies. And the problem is they have all this dirty data, so to speak, things that's been iterated by other AIs that they're picking up. And so we hope to be able to provide very valuable data at some point to, what motivates patients to get screened. Is it an app? Is it, is it a financial reward? Is it a health scare? And those kinds of things. And I think that eventually we'll be able to get the answers to that through all of this. And that's kind of the goal, to kind of streamline the effectiveness of it down the road.
When you say, like, you say you go to Walmart and you work with employees, right?
Mhm.
Or a bank or a school district. Do
Correct.
you also let people know in the public arena that, hey, we're going to be at this location at this time, schedule your 10-minute screening?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. So I mean, some events are difficult to do that with, and those would be blocked off from the public and say private event only. But for the majority of them, we encourage that because a lot of people like, oh, that's going to be real close to me on my way to work,
Yeah.
or whatever. And that's where the app comes in too, because I think it's going to be able to join their own patterns and their travel tendencies and stuff with locations and things like that to try to solve that and make it even easier. Yeah.
Wow. That's a game changer, man.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
mean,
partial, obviously, but
Yeah, I had to go to a lab and just go there for an appointment, sit there and wait, go in, get your test done. 3 days later, here's your results.
exactly. Yeah, it gets yeah, and I mean, so the simplicity is the thing that I think is really driving this for us, and yeah, we just want to keep doing it.
Cool. And if there's people who don't have insurance, you still work with them as well?
Yes, as a matter of fact. So we have discounted rates. Now, here's something that's kind of interesting is we can't discount them too much because Medicare
Overhead.
reimburses us. Yeah, and so and the overhead as well. But we're getting around that. So we just started a foundation, a nonprofit foundation. So our slogan is Think Pink. The name of this foundation is the Think Pink Project Inc. And so, and through that, we're going to be able to lower them even more to be able to get them seen. A lot of people do that. They don't have a doctor, they don't have insurance because our rates are very good. I think in October it was like $99 or something, and we found some cancers in the group too. So it's very rewarding.
So you're doing sonograms and you're doing your service for $99 for
Correct.
uninsured?
Yeah. Well, that's for the screening. Yeah. And then additional would be different depending on what needs to be done. But yeah, for screening to, make sure that you don't have any breast cancer or anything, it's $99 for the month of October.
Okay. We're in November now.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, I think it's one, I'll have to double check. See, this is where my wife comes in handy. It's right around $170.
Bill,
Yeah.
what a deal.
Which has to be based on, the Medicare reimbursement and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Wow, what a deal. I mean, for people to have peace of mind for $170 or whatever, how is it?
Right. And it's quality and it's quick and it's just everything that everybody likes to have nowadays in today's world where it's rapid.
Yep. Yeah. To sit there and keep worrying about that stuff will wear you out. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
What else? What else would you like to share about your business?
Um, well, I mean, I just think eventually it will expand and grow with time. The question is, can we accelerate that process a little bit so that it's not so slow? Um, I mean, I guess 1 to 5 buses is not slow, but we've already got 650 5-star Google reviews, and um, but I think the big thing is you know, uh, look for us in the future where there's a need, we're going to be trying to solve it in some form or another.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the long-term vision for your business? You're 50. Are
Yeah.
you building it up to exit, or what are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And this is a tough one because I've learned to never say never and to never predict where where life might take you. The plan right now is I started as like, oh, we'll be statewide. And then it was, we're statewide. And it's like, okay, well, we'll go nationwide. And then maybe someday I'll say worldwide or something like that. I would love to be able to help people to stay healthy worldwide. I think that'd be fantastic. As far as control of the company, yeah, I mean, we're exploring opportunities to scale currently now. We have the base, everything's ready to go. And so we'll have to see what options are available. The one thing I won't do is give up control, just because I think that it would be dead in the water in today's economy to not have somebody that is taking the physician position where so I have a saying, good business is often bad medicine, but good medicine is always good business. And so I feel like without me at the top there, we would lose that vision and maybe
Yeah,
start looking at the financial aspects of it more. And that's what I need to avoid because I think healthcare is unique in that way. You have to have it focused on the healthcare no matter what.
yeah.
And that has to be the basis for your decisions, and then you'll be successful.
Can you say
So
your little saying here one more time?
yeah.
Make sure we get it.
Yeah, I say good business is often bad medicine, but good medicine is always good business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
That's kind of our motto of the company. We do things for the patients first, and it's serving us well. I think people can see the authenticity, and they're really kind of rallying behind that.
you know one of my deals here too is anything that's the cost is going up and the
Uh,
effectiveness is going down
yeah.
is then if that's happening, that system is faulty and requires a replacement.
Love that. Love that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal that. I'll be thinking about that one now. Yeah.
Awesome. I always ask, so what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
Website probably go to
MammoLink.
MammoLink, MAMMOLINK.com. And there's a million and one ways you can get in touch with us from that website, but that's the simplest. So there's contact the radiologist. You can get in touch with me, any of the members of the team, right through there.
Cool. And
Yeah.
I'll always ask this one question at the end of the interview. And my question to you is, what do you love about life?
That's a good one. It's so simple and yet so
Yeah.
I think I think it's that you're given the opportunity to do something, to determine and to become the person that you're supposed to become. I think I mean everybody has their own opinion. I think we're here for a short period of time, but we are not. We are here forever. But the life is an opportunity for you to show who you are. When you have the opportunity where you can do so many things, good or bad, it what other way could you find out what a person really is? You can't have good without the opportunity to have bad, in my opinion. And I think that's where goodness comes from. And so for me, that's probably what I love about life the most is the opportunity. Because I think every day I'm like, gosh, if my life had been cut shorter, I'd have probably gone down in history as a really bad character. And but now I'm like, yeah. So I
Me
mean,
too.
for me, that's what I love about life the most is that you can really show who you are, and then
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly a neurotypical answer, but
Yeah, that's
that's kind of
cool.
what I see.
I
Yeah.
like it. So the the redeeming qualities. It reminds me of
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling, who did a Harry
Yeah.
Potter series,
Oh yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
billionaire,
Oh yeah.
and she was on welfare. Do you know her story?
No.
Yeah,
Huh.
she was broke on welfare,
Yeah.
and she said rock bottom was a firm foundation upon which I rebuilt my life.
Oh, amen.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
well,
I can completely relate.
me too.
Absolutely.
Me
Yep.
too. So anyway, Ryan, loved having you on the show. Love your
Yeah,
energy.
it's been a
Um,
pleasure.
I have yet to meet your wife, and I love her already too. Because somebody who puts a
Yeah.
smile on your face like that, she's got to be
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a better talker too.
Awesome. So thank you for being on the show,
All right,
and
Mark.
I trust everything's going to be going really, really well for you in the future.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.